Hi everybody, it's Kat again, and I have Aurora here with me, and we are going to change her into an outfit. And like I promised on my previous video, I'm going to tell you about a meetup I had with the Reborn mommy yesterday. Um, it was kind of weird how it happened. Let me backtrack just a little bit. Of course, I haven't really started anything, but anyway, I just haven't felt good lately. For several weeks now, and y'all have seen that by my missing videos, but I was also waiting for something to come in so I could use my phone camera, since my other camera doesn't seem to be compatible right now with my computer, and I can't figure it out. So, I was just on the computer one day, and I had already been through eBay just looking to see what the babies were on there, and just kind of looking out there. You know, there's a couple of you who make babies I follow and see what you have them on eBay, and just wishing I could have one of them, afford one of them. And anyway, I decided to look on Craigslist. Now, just to let you know what I think about Craigslist. I really hate Craigslist. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. Well, I don't know if I hate it. I'm very leery of it. That's the better word, leery. Not hate it, because I don't really ever get on it. But I'm leery of it because everything I have seen or heard about Craigslist, and when I say seen, my mother likes to watch a lot of those judge shows like Judge Judy and Judge Malone and Million, or, you know, there's something called the Judge's Bench or something. Anyway, Hot Bench. Almost every time somebody sells something on there or a deal goes wrong, it's always from Craigslist. But anyway, I just decided to get on there and see if there was any reborn babies for sale. And there were 2 in my city. So I called the lady. And we decided to meet. And of course it took several days because my body just wasn't cooperating. But we were finally able to meet yesterday. And boy, we're having difficulties here, Aurora. So, now y'all know I don't take my babies out in public, but I wasn't going to go to her house, and I wasn't going to have her at my house, you know. So we had to meet in a public place. And I had told her in our texting back and forth that I have my Tabitha that I'm still, if anybody was interested in her, I wanted to sell her. And, you know, I gave her the price what I was wanting to sell her for, which is $100, what I paid for. So, we met at one of our malls here. Now, we've got a mall here that's just pretty dead. And that's the one we met at, in the food court there. And, oh, she looks good in pink with her little monkey little dress. It's in the 60s today, so that's why I've got them on long sleeves and putting long pants on all my girls here. So we get there. I take Christina with me and Tabitha. I take them in my car seat. And then I have another bag, which I take my preemie girl, Debbie Grace, and Isaiah, my little butterball boy. You know, he used to be the orangutan baby. But, oh, look at this hair. Ooh, let's see what I can do with it. So we get there, and she brings her babies in a sack. And, you know, the one she has for sale and everything. And she's not on YouTube. I did give her my YouTube channel so she could see some of my babies and things. And told her what a wonderful community this is. But anyway, I kind of digress. But we're sitting there, and she's a very nice lady. And, you know, we're just talking about how we got into the hobbies and, you know, what kind of dolls we like best and everything. And she gets a lot of hers off eBay. And she's like me, can't afford, you know, the $200, $300, $400 babies. So, ooh, this is going to look kind of something. But she, I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out this train of hair. Asha, when you see this, I know you've had given some tutorials about hair and stuff, but I guess I'm just not a good hairdresser. Anyway, we're putting on the same headband she had on because it has some pink in it. Anyway, while we were sitting there, I was holding Christina, and of course that was one I just changed in the last video. And this man comes up. Now here's my big fear. This, man's coming over, and you could tell he's beelining right for us. And he says to me, "Oh, you get to hold the real baby so she can play with all the baby dolls on the table." I cracked up. I said, "No, she's a baby doll also." "There's no freaking way that's a baby doll. It just can't be." So there's Aurora. That headband's not wanting to stay down. That is just so funny on her head like that. Let's see if I can't pull it up some. Anyway, she's going to stay like that. So, it was just hilarious. Just cracked up. Here's Briar Rose. Oh, she's going to look at y'all with all that hair going every which way. So that was funny. And just a minute, it was her babies that were on the table. I hadn't brought mine out yet. No, I'm sorry. Tabitha was on the table too. Tabitha was on the table. So, we had several more people come in. There was this two ladies that were walking, and they just were staring over at us. And I said, "You guys can come and see. They're just baby dolls. They won't hurt you." And they kind of come over reluctantly. And one girl was so funny because she was like, "They creep me out. They're just freaky." She had piercings all over her face and in a nose ring or whatever. And I'm thinking, well, you know what? I kind of think that's creepy and don't like it, but I wouldn't have told you that. But anyway, I mean, they were nice. They held Christina for a moment, and then it was, you could kind of tell that they weren't really too thrilled about them. So then we had a little girl come over, and she went to play with all the baby dolls. And all in all, we were there for about an hour. It was a really nice outing. I had babies out in public, and people come and they talk to us. No negative comments, nobody saying, "Oh, you guys are crazy, you're this and that." I did have one couple that was with one of the little girls that had come over. We had several kids come over and look at the dolls and stuff. That, I don't know, I think he kind of looked at me like I was crazy. And I just looked at him and said, "Well, this hobby is no different from people who, mount stuffed animal heads on their walls, or their stamp collections, or, that collect guns or different things." I said, "My collection just happens to be beautiful art in the form of babies that I can hold and cuddle with, and that help with my pain." And when I kind of explained how it seemed to help with my pain, they were really intrigued by that, which it intrigues me too, because when I got into this, I never realized that some of the endorphins when I hold my babies helps my pain sometimes. So anyway, I may be taking my babies out in public more often now. I had thought about trying to video it, but with just the first time meeting her and different things, I didn't want to push it. She's just a little bit older than I am. She's in her early 50s. Really sweet lady. I didn't care for her babies. They're not what I collect. She has, they were all like quarter arms with the cloth bodies. They had, several of her dolls had the most cutest little faces and expressions on them. And I just love that. You know what? I didn't put socks on Aurora. But this has some polka dots in it. These socks will match. These are the socks I bought not too long ago. I think I did a video on them. But I think we're going to be meeting up again. She does have one of those silicone type dolls from Ashton Drake. So the next time we're able to get together, she's going to, you know what, I'm going to switch these polka dots off of her and put them on Aurora. And put her white socks on. So I can see what they feel like and everything. She says she has about 25 dolls in her collection. And anyway, I was just excited to meet somebody else that's in this business. And in this hobby. And loves their babies like I do. In fact, she takes her babies to work with her. And I thought that was interesting. So, I'm just trying to get it to kind of curl up. I'm not going to... Maybe I should kind of comb through it. They kind of... when I was having this meeting, of course I enjoyed it. You know, I enjoyed showing off my babies I took. And after a while, it was just holding Isaiah. I had Christina and Tabitha back in the car seat covered up. And I had Debbie Grace back in the carry-all bag that I had brought with me. And just holding him and rocking him. You know, he's my little $40 boo-boo orangutan baby that I just love. But she was saying just how real he looks and how comfortable he looks just laying there up against me while I was rocking back and forth with him. And I thought that was sweet. Well, their hair might not be the best, but they're done. So, and then one more thing real quick. How long? Ooh, this is going longer than I wanted it to. But anyway, when I left there, I went to get a refill on my drink there at the Cafe Corp. And as I set the car seat up on the counter, the guy says, "Oh, are we hiding a little one in there?" I said, "Yeah, 2 little dolls." And he was like, "What?" So I showed it to them, and he called one of his co-workers out for him to see it. She didn't like him either. She gave him a real look. And she also had a nose ring. And I'm like, what is it with these people with nose rings? They don't like my babies today. But she wasn't rude. Nobody was rude or anything. So, anyway, I had an enjoyable time. And here, Briar Rose, let's kind of see if we can't move you over and bring Aurora back in here. Oop. There. Well, I hope this all works and I get to upload it and you guys get to see it. Of course, if it doesn't work, y'all never know. But, oh, I did put she's got little monkeys on her jacket with little polka dots in it. And they have little pink bows in their hairs with tutus. And I got them both in the same color of pink pants with the little bow on them. So, not matchy-matchy, but they're in the same theme, which is fine. I don't want to matchy-matchy all the time. And they're out of their sleepers that I kept calling foxes and are actually tigers. And yes, everybody who commented, I went back onto the video and put, "I'm sorry, these are tigers. I was having a fibro fog day," and everything, but it was funny. Phoenix, do you want to say goodbye to everybody? You want to come over here and say goodbye to everybody? Here, you got to come this way so they can see you. That's it. He just wants to be petted. There you go. Let's say this is Cat and Phoenix signing off, saying meow, meow.